Hey guys, it's Retro from the American Section YouTube channel. As far as you can tell, I am definitely from Cleveland. And, well, I love Cleveland. There's so many great things to do here. But some people think Cleveland over the years has gone terrible. Well, it's on the upswing now, so I'm going to bring up the 7 stereotypes about my home city, Cleveland, Ohio. At number 7, we got Cleveland's weather is awful, like all the time, terrible. I mean, that sun is clearly a lie. I mean, I cannot believe that sun is actually fake. Listen, Cleveland's weather is actually really good. It's fluctuates a lot. I say this to a lot of people. Cleveland's weather is a lot like the UK. We're just next to a giant big puddle of water, a great lake that just alternates the weather a lot. It's not that big deal. It's not like we're gonna get snow all the time. We live just outside the snow belt, which is, if you want more snow, go to Buffalo. If you want more hail, go to Detroit. Cleveland's weather fluctuates a lot. But when we do have good days, it's really worth it. And I think that people should enjoy it, and we do enjoy it. Why do you think that sign, with the sign in the intro? Nope, that was fake, all in front of green screen. Nope, Cleveland's weather is good. Picture us like sunny San Francisco, but we do not take disadvantage of great weather when it comes. At number 6, there's no nightlife in Cleveland. None. Nothing to do at night. I mean, it's all just crime and drugs, right? Wrong. Cleveland has actually got a pretty impressive nightlife. There's East 4th Street, which has got itself some pretty nice restaurants and places for people to enjoy and get a good bite to eat at night. Especially if you're a night owl like yourself. And, me being a night fox, now you can see me one day. I don't know. It's great. It's not the best. It's not going to be huge like LA, but it's right there for you. Like I said, food. There's a lot of food. There's also a great antique bowling alley downtown. If you like bowling, do that. There's also places to go for concerts, such as the new Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. There's also Jacob's Pavilion. Great places to catch a concert, if you ask me. And people do stuff in Public Square all the time. Number 5. There's no famous songs or famous movies that are taking place or filmed in Cleveland. There's a lot of great songs about different places such as New York, LA, Chicago, but there's too many of them. Just too many! Just way too many! But with Cleveland, there's a nice selective choice you can listen to. There's also our party rock anthem of propaganda when we win and kick your butt in this boring band called Cleveland Rocks, which is a cover of the original Cleveland Rocks by Ian Hunter. If you want to know, the actual band is called Cleveland Rocks by the United States of America. Yes, that's the name of the band, the Presidents of the United States of America. Don't look at me, I'm not Grover Cleveland. But anyway, you can also listen to a song called Burn On. It's kind of slow. It's just Randy Newman. If you hear that voice, bonus points because it's the guy who did You Got a Friend of Me in Toy Story. Wrote a song, sadly, about the Cuyahoga River catching on fire. But if you want to hear an upbeat song that is not Cleveland Rocks, listen to My Town by Michael Stanley and the Michael Stanley Band. He's actually a Clevelander rock and roller who actually was from the 70s and the 80s. And he actually has Terminal Tower on one of his covers of the album. I mean, what? That's nuts!
Oh, and by the way, just a quick edit retrofit here. These guys are really good too. It's called No Surfing Cleveland, USA by the Euclid Beach Band.
Now, on to movies. A lot of people can say, sure, we filmed in Cleveland and everything, but what are the films that actually are in Cleveland? Well, those belong to 3 baseball movies. Why baseball? I don't know. If you're a sports guy, you can skip to the next one. But anyway, the first movie is called The Boy from Cleveland, which was from 1949, starring the 1949 World Series winning Cleveland Indians. This was basically about a boy who was basically sick and ill and wanted to have his favorite team show up, but they were out winning the series. Lo and behold, they came back winning the series and came to visit him and told him about the adventure. The 2 movies are a first movie and a sequel called Major League and Major League 2. Both starring the amazing Charlie, guy with a lot of issues and drugs, Sheen. Yeah, that's Charlie Sheen. Anyway, so basically the movies are the Indians are terrible, they're crud, nobody knows what to do with them. Let's just get rid of the team and wait, they win the World Series and everybody lives happily ever after and Cleveland stays. Yay! And for dishonorable mentions, we got Howard Duck, because that's supposed to take place in Cleveland, but filmed in San Francisco. For another dishonorable mention, we got The Avengers and Christmas Story. One says Cleveland is Germany, and the other one says Cleveland's Indiana. Indianapolis does not have Terminal Tower, morons! Let's get on to the next one before I blow a fuse. Draft day was a thing, but we don't talk about that. Number 4. Nobody came from Cleveland. Nobody famous. Not even a soul. Not even me! I mean, I should just get out of here, or should I? Yeah, just get out of here. Who am I kidding? I'm from Cleveland. I might be famous one day. Anyway, nobody famous came from Cleveland. Did you know that Dr. Oz? No, not Frank Oz. Dr. Oz. That's better. Anyway, Dr. Oz is from Cleveland. So is Bob Hope, a famous comedian. Bob Feller, a great Cleveland Indian baseball player. There's also Paul Newman, Drew Carey, Holly Berry, and of course, everybody can't help it but the favorite internet sensation that got Miss Universe wrong, Steve Harvey. There's also Tim Conway, Big Chuck and Little John. There's also a bunch of other famous people from Cleveland that you can just look up on the internet all the time. And Isabella Moner's from Cleveland. Pretty cool, huh? A little bonus fact, even though this person's not real, she's from a video game. This famous video game character is called Rochelle from Left 4 Dead 2. She is from Cleveland. That's right, a video game character from Cleveland. Who knew? Also, this character is not real, but is in a famous little 60s show called Gilligan's Island. The professor's from Cleveland too. Not a mistake on the lake if you got a smart professor to get you off an island. Coming at number 3, Cleveland, Ohio is all gangs and violence. You know, you play Grand Theft Auto, that video game that is also inappropriate for kids to play, other than Fortnite that everybody gets all drama about on 6 o'clock news? Well, newsflash, Cleveland is actually not all crime and corruption. I mean, I have to grab my AK-47 or grab my machine gun pistol and my grenades before I can go buy milk. I mean, come on. Cleveland is not like that at all. The people in Cleveland are really nice, and if you meet me, I'm pretty a nice guy myself. Except when you take me up and call me a furry, because I'll shoot you! No, I won't, nah. It's just that most of the crimes happen on the east side, and it's kind of funny looking at Cleveland's history. That used to be the prosperous side of town. And then, look at it, it's ghetto, it's Detroit. The east side of Cleveland's Detroit, really. I live here on the west side. I'm not saying it's perfect, and oh, we're on cloud 9 and George Harrison's playing guitar. I mean, come on. But seriously, Cleveland's not all violent. All the crime goes to the city that's really called East Cleveland. It's not the same city. Coming at number 2, Cleveland, Ohio is a horrible sports town. Why does this one have to be so true? Why? That has to be true, right? If it was. Because that's the point of a stereotype. It's not real. Did you know that in the 80s, the Cleveland Browns actually were really, really good? I'm not joking. You ever heard of a little thing called the Pittsburgh and Cleveland rivalry? That thing was the demigod of the NFL. I mean, it was like galactically gladiator. I remember my first intergalactic gliding, Alfredo Squid versus Squiddy Von Stink Breath. And they were magnificent. But then, of all things, in the 90s, the Browns started to fall apart, and then, in 1996, a little demon called Art Modell moved the Browns to Baltimore. And they didn't come back until a little angel called 1999 came around, and, well, it wasted 20 years of my life! Why? I'm sorry, Browns, but you wasted 20 years of my life! Just why? Why? The Cleveland Browns wasted 20 years of my life! Oh, why? You're a diehard Browns fan. I mean, Freddie Kitchen said you bleed brown and orange, you don't matter. When I was born, you wasted that life! Now you're back and I'm thankful, but why 20 years of my life? I need to calm down. Okay, Retro, keep it together. Now, the Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers, on and off again. Especially now with the passing of the man himself called LeBron James. Gone for a second time. First time to Miami. Second time now to Los Angeles. I'm sticking with Cleveland. How about you? The Indians. I don't know. We flubbed the World Series in the 9th. In 2016, same time as the Cavs. The Cavs won. Great job. Good job, Cavs.
Side note, as another retrofit, I was there at the Cleveland Cavs victory parade. Good luck trying to find an Arctic fox amongst a bunch of sweaty humans.
The Indians, is it too late to rehire Charlie Sheen?
Yeah, it's definitely too late. He's too old.
Darn it! The Cleveland Monsters, I guess their title in 16 was good, but they got kicked out this year! Let's get out of here and move on to the next one. Please, this one agonizes my brain. Why? And the number one Cleveland stereotype is Cleveland is not famous for anything. Anything. Not even a famous invention or anything. But we are actually famous for a lot of things, especially when it comes to your common outdoor experience. We are famous for actually having the first traffic light. We're also famous for having the first city with lights outside. Street lights. Not Paris, Cleveland. Who would have thought? We're also famous for redesigning the golf ball. We're also got a nice person, I don't know. Maybe you heard of him, it's a little comic book character, nobody's heard of him. Guy, I can't remember. What's his name? Superman. Yeah, nobody remembers Superman. I mean, come on. Nobody knows who Superman is. I mean, who remembers Superman? He's not real. Nobody likes Superman. He's a Superman. And that's pretty much it. Who's not famous for anything? Dead wrong. There's a lot that we're famous. And this is just me just remembering top of my head. So if you want to find out, I can tell you personally. But this is just a video. So enjoy the highlight that I have given you. If you want to watch another video, watch here. To hit a like, ring the bell, and don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time.